Ahead of Vladimir Putin's inauguration Monday, Russia staged a military parade in Moscow's Red Square. Some of the weapons on display are likely being used in an ongoing battle between Russian-backed forces and Ukrainian troops backed by the U.S. military. Holly Williams has more on what's being called the Forgotten War.
It was an ambush in a frozen pine forest. Russian-backed separatists surprised these Ukrainian soldiers. In the chaos, they took cover and fought back. But they fired blanks. This was an exercise run by the US military.
This is a counter-attack exercise, and these Ukrainian soldiers will be heading to the real front line very soon.
The US is supporting its ally, Ukraine, in a war against Russian-backed militants. They've seized swaths of territory in eastern Ukraine since 2014, in a conflict that's killed 10,000 people by some counts.
Apache 6, Apache 6.
Soldiers from the New York Army National Guard directed the training, which is close to real life. Lieutenant Colonel William Murphy has been here since November and told us the Ukrainians don't have the equipment they need.
What they can do with the little that they have is exceptional.
The US is ramping up its support for Ukraine. More than 200 anti-tank missiles were delivered this month.
They learn from us the newest experience of the hybrid war against Russia, and we learn from them the tactics and strategy which make my army much more efficient.
Ukraine's President Petro Poroshenko wants more weapons from the US and UN peacekeepers. He told us his country is the front line in a new Cold War with Russia.
They want to have Soviet Union back.
So you think that Vladimir Putin wants to reconquer Ukraine?
Reconquer Ukraine, rebuild Russian empire, whatever you want.
Ukraine says thousands of Russians are fighting in the east, while Moscow has repeatedly denied it's involved. Colonel Dennis Dealey, who's leading the American trainers, is also reminded of the Cold War. The Ukrainians use old Soviet-era tanks, the type the Russian enemy used when he served in Europe in the 1980s.
When you come around a corner and see a tank, a Russian tank or T-64 tank, its barrel pointed at you, it makes you hesitate for a second as you're coming around the corner with your vehicle.
The Cold War ended in 1991, but now Ukraine's dangerous conflict once again pits Russia against the West. Holly Williams, CBS News, Yavoriv, Ukraine.